What's going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruiser video. Now, there's a little bit of information in regards to the Roger and Odin stuff. For some reason, the information that they've put in game, like, it's not actually a high quality image, so it's a little blurry, but look, we'll do our best with what we've got, okay? So, we just made the video talking about Yamato. Make sure you go ahead and check out the Yamato stuff. I think she's okay. She's a good, definitely a very, very good legend, but if you want to see my opinions on it, go check out my other video. We're here to talk about Roger and Odin. Now, this is not a dual unit. This is like a fake dual unit, so it's one unit that has like the two characters on it. So let's go ahead and break down what this character is aiming to be. So as I said, you know, the image here that they've provided, it's really blurry. I do apologize, not my fault. It's Bandai being Bandai, you know what I mean. Let's talk about him though. So the thing about Roger and Odin, they are slasher and striker. Exact same classes as Yamato. They are quick. They're a quick unit, they have EX Super, and they have Rush. So that's cool. I like that they're going back to the Rush mechanics because I want to see more of that. It's a new mechanic they brought out for Anniversary, and they've only brought out like 2 units with it, or 3 if you count Gear 5. I forgot about him. But yeah, they need to do more with it. Well, let's go ahead and talk about his abilities. Hard to read the stuff, so we'll go through here first because we can actually get the info. I'll move my face cam so you guys can see what's going on. So the captain ability of Roger Odin here nullifies the effects of remove beneficial effects and remove accumulated value once per quest. This is exact same as V1 Roger, okay? So no real surprises there. Boosts quick and slasher HP by 1.5 and attack by 5.5. Boosts all other characters by 5. Makes slasher characters' strength slots become Wano slots. So this is very reminiscent of Odin, so bringing both the Odin and the Roger components together in one captain ability. So I like that, more natural Wano slots. It also says completely removes Crew's Despair, so very similar to V1 Roger as well as Gear 5 Luffy. If this character uses their special, the character's captain ability for the next 3 turns will actually change, where it says quick and slashes, 1.5 HP, 6 times attack instead, and all other characters get 5.25 times attack. And then strength become Wano, remove despair, that's all the same. But then they add this effect where it says if a slasher character with critical attack potential ability performs a critical attack, applies a minus 6% slasher resistance to all enemies for 1 turn. Now I must say, this captain ability, it's a little boring. It really is. This is a hella boring captain ability. I was definitely expecting much more from Roger and Odin as a captain because if you really boil it down, no cooldown reduction, by the way. If you really boil it down, HP boost, attack boost, you do get Wano slots naturally from strength, so that's kind of cool. But then you also get the despair removal, okay? And then that's kind of it. I mean, you do get this critical attack potential with minus 6% slasher resistance. And if this works the way that we think it does with Rush Sugo Special, where every continuous Rush tap actually applies this effect, I think this does have potential to be very good. But it's really just hectic damage, that's all it is. But it is only for quick and slasher characters, and the slasher resistance is only for slashers. So you are really boiling it down to slashers, and slashers by themselves, they're like okay, they're not the best class out there. They don't have like amazing utility effects, so I was really hoping for good utility stuff, but you'll see. But captain ability wise, I was expecting more, especially for New Year's. You know, if you just go back to last year, we had Nami and Robin come out, and they've literally still been good up until this point. Even Yamato and Kaido versus unit, still very good up until this point. I don't see these units being good for an entire year, right? I feel like these types of units, they're going to be good for this event, but then I don't really see myself using them too much. Obviously, it is dependent on the content that comes out at the time. I'm just saying, captain ability wise, I'm a bit disappointed. Special ability, which is how much cooldown on their special, that is what I want to know. It's a 14 turn cooldown, that's with expansion, by the way. So it's 1.5 million damage to all enemies, ignoring everything, including normal attacks only. If this character slot is Wano when you launch the special, quick slasher characters, you get 3.25 times attack, and then quick characters and then slasher characters receive 2.75. This is very similar to how Gear 5 worked, the 6-star Gear 5, where he'd give a big buff to a character that had both the class and the color. But then if they're just one of the classes or one of the colors, then you just get a little bit of a boost. So if they're both quick and slasher, they get 3.25. If they're quick or they're just slasher, then you get 2.75 times instead, attack boost. And then it changes Crew's quick slots into Wano slots for 2 turns, and then changes Crew's matching slots into quick. So essentially, when you launch the special and you have a full board of slots, you launch the special, matching slots become quick, and then quick slots become Wano slots. Basically, you get a full board of Wano slots. That's the way that it works. And then it says that it will state that you do get a 2.75 times attack boost to quick and slasher otherwise, which is kind of cool, I suppose. if you don't have the Wano slot. So I guess you really want to get a Wano slot on this character when you launch the special, because if you don't, you actually miss out on quite a lot of buffs. If the total damage dealt with normal attacks before you launch the special is 10 mil or more, quick slasher characters receive a 3x orb boost for 3 turns, and then quick and slasher characters receive a 2.75 for 3 turns, and then quick and slasher characters just get a 2.75 for 1 turn otherwise. So if you don't reach the 10 mil threshold, you just get a regular orb boost. If you don't have a Wano slot, you just get a regular attack boost. So it just doesn't do a whole lot. Like, yeah, if you have the Wano slot, I guess you do get the full board of Wano. You get attack boost, you get orb boost and stuff, but that's like pretty much all it does. So I just was hoping for more. Just this character just doesn't do a lot. If this character came out like 12, 18 months ago, this would be really acceptable for sure. But considering where we've come from in 2023, I was just hoping for more. There is more to talk about though. I will say there is more to talk about. So we're going back to the blurry image. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, but we have to do it because that's where the info is. We have the crewmate ability. Quick slots are beneficial, which is fine. The other crewmate ability, base stats by 150. The character support effect, I will say, is very good. Attaches to slashes. Boosts quick slashes by 2.25 attack for 1 turn. But then boosts just quick and just slashes by 1.75 for 1 turn at the start of the final battle. That support is godly. I mean, you can't disregard how good that is. That's one of the best supports in the game. It's fantastic. We have an EX Super special, okay. Now, the EX Super is super weird, right? When you have 5 slashes on the crew that have critical attack potential ability. Really weird condition, right? It makes sense with the kit, but it's just very annoying. But then it says it's other than self. So basically you literally need a full team of slashes with critical attack. But then it does go on to say if you have any of the 2 following characters is another condition. And it lists basically all of his crewmates, which is cool. You've got Momo, Toki, Hiyori, Sukiyaki, which is cool, Kinemon, you know the ones, Whitebeard, Ace, Denjiro, all those guys. The EX Super Special changes top slots into Wano, and changes middle and bottom row slots into matching through block. That's a really good effect. Locks slots for 1 turn. Boosts the right column character's base attack by 2000 for 1 turn. Quick becomes super quick. Slasher, super slasher. It's a very good EX Super. You cannot disregard it. It's a very good EX Super special. I don't have any complaints about that. It's very, very good. But then you have the Rush. Now, unfortunately, they still do the same thing with Rush. You have to click this little arrow button to actually get the full information in regards to what this Rush is actually doing. But as for what it does, you can see that you have to be at the final battle if the character performs the 2nd or the 3rd tap of a chain. So this is the exact same wording as Rush Kaido. And you need to have 2 of the listed characters on the crew. And it's pretty similar to the list that are required for his EX Super. It's the same list. So 2nd or 3rd tap, final battle, and you need 2 of the listed characters, okay? The Rush Sugo special, every time you tap, you reduce your HP. You get the Rush. Every time you tap with the Rush, you're boosting the chain. Boost the attack of the finish tap for Slasher, Striker, and Quick characters up to 0.5 chain multiplier and a 2x attack boost. I believe this is very similar to Rush Sugo Sanji's multipliers. I could be wrong there, but I'm pretty sure it's very similar to Rush Kaido, Rush Sanji in terms of the multipliers that you are receiving here. So again, this can be pretty good because it does buff Slasher, Striker, and Quick. You get a pretty good array of characters there. But that's pretty much it. We've talked about the captain, pretty bland. Special is like just okay in my opinion. Support is amazing. EX Super is amazing. And then the Rush inevitably will be good. It's just another effect you can stack on top of everything else to get more damage output. This is a good effect. I don't have any complaints about like the bottom row stuff here, but this stuff in the captain and the special, I just wish it did more. Again, it could just be me in the way that I'm thinking about it right now. I'm just a little bit bored of what they're doing with this unit. Let's talk about the Rumble, because the Rumble does seem very good, all things considered, right? Slasher Striker, they're an attacker style unit. Their special is a 35 CT, which is definitely pushing that higher end threshold. Enemies in a large horizontal range for 3k fixed. All enemies 3 times damage. When 8 quick type characters are on the team, targets, not including self, 3 slasher teammates with low CT for a 50% reduction. That seems absolutely cracked. What a good special. That's fantastic. It does require you to run a full team of quick though, and I don't think this unit really synergizes well with the quick units right now in Rumble, but in theory this could be good. quick attack 5, defense 5, slasher HP 5, speed 5. When 5 slashers are on the team, teammates get level 2 CT. Wow. So if you run full quick slashes, this is going to be good, and this would synergize very well with the Hiyori and the Momo that came out at the start of December. Makes sense, even though those units don't really seem that good. You get GP as well. When the team uses 8 specials, which is very easy to do, targets all enemies for 5,000 fixed damage, and then 3 enemies with high CT ignoring defense for 3 times damage. It seems good. This is a Rumble ability that we'll see play. It's easily activatable, and it's a special that can definitely get knockouts on the opponent. This seems very, very good. Then the GP buff is for quick striker and slasher. So if you're running a full team of quick striker slashers or quick slashers like what this character aims to do, this is going to be a pretty annoying character to take on in Rumble, because that GP burst is going to do a hella damage, and it also is very easily activatable, so you got to watch out for that. So that's the breakdown of Roger and Odin. Let me know your thoughts and opinions about it. It could be just me, as I said, but I feel like this character is lacking some abilities. It feels like they missed something in his captain, or they missed something in his special. This character just seems pretty bland, and again, it could be me. But let me know your thoughts and opinions about this one, guys, down below in the comment section. Hope you enjoyed it, though. If you guys did, make sure to leave a like. And if you want to stay up to date with all the content I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. On that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.